set the balance down there, and before you know it, you're already crashing. You're already walking like this, you're already walking like that. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode on this channel. My name is Debola. How are you doing? How have you been? I believe you're good. I am also good. Thank you for asking. If this is your first time here, I celebrate you. I appreciate you. Trust me when I say that I'm genuinely grateful for each and every person that watches my video. I don't take it for granted. Thank you so much. I am grateful. And while we're at it, kindly subscribe to the channel. You're going to love it here. So please subscribe right away. And to my older subscribers, I love you guys. To those who are regularly watching my videos, God bless you. And when I say God bless you, it's going to really bless you. So don't think this is just the cliche word. God is going to bless you. It's going to surprise you. I don't know what you want or what you are trusting God for, but it's going to do it for you because you're supporting me and I am God's favorite. I mean, like, if you're helping someone like me and a fertile ground, you're going to, don't worry. Thank you very much. So in today's video, I want to show you guys my intimate care products, just to walk you through what I use to care for myself down there and give a little explanation in case some people are confused on what products to choose, or if your vulva is such a diva like mine, like chooses products, react to everything. You're going to find this video very helpful. If you're very prone to infection, you pick up infection every now and then, I'm going to be giving some tips. So sit down, and I want to talk about something that someone dear to me has been asking me to talk about on this channel for a while now, but I don't want to make it a single video actually because there is nothing much to talk about, but it is related to intimate care. It is boric acid. It is everywhere on TikTok, on Instagram, or use boric acid for this, use it for that. And she has been asking me, I think about 4 times now, that please, they will not talk about this thing. And I think the reason why she was urging me to talk about it is I used to sell sexual health products, and I used to sell that for some years, and right now I'm not selling currently, but the business is not dead. It's still coming back, but there is just a pause right now. Like, I'm transitioning from something to something else. So some areas of my life are not functioning right now, just like that business. But the training I had in that business, because I had some training when I was in that business, and also the experience is still there, the knowledge is still there, and it's not that I've just been dormant all these years doing nothing to improve myself. I'm still learning. So I think that's why she has been urging me. So what is boric acid made of? Boric acid is derived from an element called boron. I am not a scientist, I am not a doctor, so I cannot give you deep explanation on that. We have Google, we have internet, you can go and research what is boron, how do they extract it. I can't give you all of that details. So, but I know that it is extracted from boron and it is acidic in nature. It is an acid, but a safe acid. It has antifungal, antibacterial, and antiviral properties, which makes it very good to prevent and tackle some infections. And this same boric acid, it is found in some household cleaners, in some detergents, and all of that. Overall, boric acid, the ones made for the vagina, the extraction from boron that was targeted to the vagina, is actually safe when inserted into the vagina. It is not meant to be taken orally. Taking it orally is toxic to your health. So that is the first thing. Boric acid is only meant to be inserted into the vagina. So like I said, it is safe in the vagina as a bacterial and fungal or viral infection treatment. And the catch about this boric acid is that it is not expensive, it is well tolerated, and you can get it without prescription to treat yourself without a doctor's recommendation. Okay, that is the overall information about boric acid. Now, my own opinion about it. I strongly believe that boric acid is good for the vagina, but I have some reservations about how it is being used these days. Number one is this: the way it is viral everywhere, it is very easy for you to buy a counterfeit of it. As someone who has who was once in the business of sexual health products, this is something that is very common. And if you buy the counterfeit, so if you buy the counterfeit and you use it, you're posing a danger to your health. You're posing risk that you don't even know. So my own advice on this boric acid of the thing is that if you are sure that you're getting the original, why not go ahead and use it? But if you don't know how to tell the original from the counterfeit, I strongly advise that you stay away from it. I strongly advise that you stay away from it, because if you get the counterfeit, it might actually do what you want it to do, but it might damage other things in you, and you might not even see the effects immediately. It might be in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, because people are, I don't want to use the word wicked, but that it is what it is. People can be wicked when it comes to making money. People will mix anything together and sell it just to make money. So you have to be very careful. I would suggest that if at all you want to use boric acid, please and please look for companies that have reputation, companies that have built a reputation over the years, that are tested and trusted. The companies you should buy boric acid from. But that won't be easy, because I don't want to mention the country that this thing, that this boric acid. Have I used this boric acid before? Yes, because like I said, I used to sell sexual health products, and I had this supplier then who had the company. So she actually introduced the product to me. She was like, okay. Then I ordered some goods from her, and then she was like, would you like to try this? And then most of the products I sold, I tried them on myself first. Like, I used myself as a lab rat. I tried them on myself first. So I tried it, and I really liked this, but I didn't have much information about it yet at that time, because it was new. It was not new, but it was new in the market, like popular. It was there to be popular in the market, and I did not even have much information about it. I'm talking about 2019. Yeah, I'm talking about 2019. That was when I first used it. So I was like, I'm not sure I want to order this yet to put it on market. Another thing I want to mention about this boric acid thing is that because you don't need doctor's prescription to get it, you can easily abuse it, and that is where the danger lies. Too much of everything is bad. Even too much of water is bad. Too much, I think the only thing you can never have too much of is God. Too much of everything is bad. So I've seen trends on TikTok where some people use it every day. That's bad. If you don't need it, it is a medicine. If you don't need it, don't take it. If you don't feel like you need it, if you are not seeing signs that you need it, don't take it. And aside that, it is not every feminine issue that boric acid will take care of. So I don't like the aspect of eliminating your doctor, eliminating people who are knowledgeable in this area, in the women's care area. I wouldn't like that idea of eliminating doctors. Oh, when I feel a little itch, just let me get some boric acid. Oh, when I see a yellow discharge, let me just get a boric acid. It is abuse, and you might be using paracetamol to treat typhoid. In that sense, I mean, something else will be wrong with you down there, and you'll be using boric acid, and you would not know till that issue graduates probably to a very dangerous stage, because you've been using boric acid. And the tricky thing here is that boric acid can actually be alleviating the symptoms of the real issue. So you can be having itching, you can be having discharge, you can be having odor, but it is being caused by something else, a deeper issue. And you carry boric acid, you use it, it's going to relieve you, but it's going to come back again. You're going to use it, it's going to relieve you, whereas the main issue is still there. It is growing, it is graduating. I don't think anyone should do that to themselves. So am I saying you should not use boric acid? By all means, use it if you want to, but use with caution. Too much of everything is bad. And also learn to go to your doctor when you have concerns down there. When you have concerns down there, learn to go to your doctor. Don't cut off your doctor's opinion of totally. It is dangerous. You know that research says that cervical cancer can be treated when it is discovered in its early stages. I'm not saying that you might have cervical cancer, don't get me wrong. I'm just using that as an instance. Many illnesses, many diseases, many health issues are curable when they are discovered early. So when you have something you're always using, anytime you have a symptom, an health concern, and you're not going to the doctor, you are giving it opportunity to graduate into something dangerous. So just to sum it up, it's not the main thing I want to discuss in this video, but I just feel like it is essential to address it. Number one, beware of counterfeits. There will be lots of counterfeits in the market. There will be lots of rubbish being sold in the market. People are wicked, and when it comes to something you're putting in there, you need to be very, very careful. That is number one. Number two, too much of everything is bad. That is drug abuse. Yeah, drug abuse is not till you sniff cocaine, till you sniff that. Drug abuse is when you use drug when you don't need it. Too much of everything is bad. Three, don't cut out your doctor's opinion in your sexual health issues. Don't cut out your doctor's opinion, because you have it available and you use it every time. If the issue is recurring, you might need your doctor. Even if it's not recurring, you might need to get your doctor's opinion first. Okay, your doctor has said it is yes. Now you know that it is something that I can treat at home myself. It is, like I said, it's not every vaginal issue that boric acid will solve. It's not every infection is going to solve. So don't play yourself. Visit your doctor when you need to. So today's video, what I want to talk about my intimate care products. Yes. So number one, on which one should I start with? Okay, let's start with panty liners. I love to use panty liners. If you don't use panty liners and you're a woman, I don't know, you should use panty liners. Okay, I use this one from Always, and I love it because Always have range that you can choose from normal, slim, blah blah blah. But I prefer the long, extra long. I prefer extra long when it comes to panty liners because I don't like me to be, you get it. So I like the extra long. So I use this for my panty liner. When I was in Nigeria, I was using Cortex. Let me spell it. It is Kortex, but that brand is not available in the UK. But Always has been great as well. I don't need to be telling you the benefits of panty, why you should use panty liners. If you don't feel like using, you might not use it, but we that we use panty liners, we know the benefits. Thank you. The two on the list is I'll talk about what I use when I'm on my period. I use Tampax, I use tampons, I don't use pads. I used to use pads actually, but I stopped using pads because they give me this they cause it in my private area. Anytime I'm on my period, at the time I will be done with my period, my private area to my bum would be so sore, tender and red. So because the heat it generates, that's me putting something in my piston for a couple of days. It wasn't just working for me. Like after I finished my period, I need like 4 more days to heal the sore that the heat from pads has caused me. So I switched to tampons, and I've not regretted since I've been using tampons. Yeah, I know that there are a lot of stories about tampons. Thank you. I love my tampons, and tampons are more easy to dispose too. They are very, very easy to dispose for me. Another reason I also love tampons is that it is very discreet to carry in case I'm going out and I don't want to go with a big bag. This is just it. It's very discreet. It can just easily go in a tiny purse, unlike the almighty pad side. I don't even think I can use pads anymore. So I use Tampax, and this is the Super. I use this at night when I'm on my period. I use the Super when I'm on my period at night when I want to go to bed, and I use the regular this during the day. Actually, when I was in Nigeria, I was using Cortex and I really loved Cortex. In fact, if I can get Cortex products right now, I'll stop using Tampax. Before I continue, if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please do that right now. Please. Yeah, you want me to come and meet in your dream? I'll come and harass you in your dream if you don't subscribe right now. Next intimate care product I'd like to talk about is washes. And with washes, my eyes have seen. I have seen a lot. Don't let me use the other word. I've seen a lot because most washes have been offsetting the balance of my vulva. It was a real struggle before I could get a wash that really helps me. You can name it. I've used a number of washes, and I know that I'm not the only one like that with a very sensitive vulva. So I know that there are a lot of women who are like that and who struggle to get a wash that really helps them. And the wash I use right now is Sebamed, if I pronounce it right, or Sebamed, whichever. This wash is actually very good, to be honest. It's very good. It is for women aged 15 to 50. It supports the vulvar's microflora balance, sensitive care complex with aloe, blah, 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 blah. And beyond all the grammar on this product, the product is actually good. I promise you. They are not paying me to do this, but it's just me talking about a product. The only wash I've used, the only intimate wash I've used that has really changed dimension of things for me down there. If you're also very sensitive, if you have a vulva that is very sensitive and you're struggling to find a product that won't upset the balance down there, you might want to try Sebamed if it's available in your country. The only downside to this product is that the way it is made, I don't know if anybody that is working Sebamed can see this. The container is not right. The container may be right, but the cover, I'll prefer if it's in probably a cover, a pump. Yeah, a pump would be better. But this way that it is, I end up taking too much. I end up pouring too much that I no matter how much I try to maneuver it, excess, I end up taking excess more than I need. So aside that, I only think the issue here is the packaging. If they can work on the packaging, it is a very, very good product. And yeah, it is a foaming wash. So the second thing I use to cleanse is the E45 cream. Some of you are wondering, how can you use cream to clean down there? How can you use cream? well, cream. Like I said, not lotion. So if you have a 45 lotion, that's not what we are talking about. Cream, and this is what it looks like on the inside. So a gynecologist recommended this for me. Before I found this, a gynecologist recommended this for me. Let me just put it out again so you can see it. So you will not buy the wrong one. No. Okay. White soft. It is made of white soft paraffin, light liquid paraffin. So this cream right here, it is an emollient. And how do you use it to clean yourself down there? If you can't get this in your country, you can actually get this and it is going to clean you down there. Of course, with clean hands, before you wash yourself down there, your hands should be clean. You don't need anyone to tell you that. So just take a little. For me, I use some like this. This size is okay for me. Just take something like that of that size if possible, and then you will rub it into your hands like this. You add some water. You're going to add some water to it, and then you're going to use this to clean yourself down there and rinse with water. It is odorless. It does not have any smell. It can't even irritate you. If you're using washes that are irritating you, that's this cream. And as you can see, I did not even finish. I've not even used this. I think I used it just halfway. That's if it has reached halfway before I found out about Sebamed. So if you can't get Sebamed where you are, just try this E45. It is very good. It's an emollient. It is going to clean you down there too. It does not have any fragrance or whatever, so it can't upset you. Try it and give me feedbacks. Another product I would like to talk about here, it's actually set. Okay, let me just quickly talk about this one. So I'm not going, it's probiotics, or yeah, probiotics with prebiotics and cranberry. This is actually a supplement, so it is a drug, so I won't be showing the name. You can just ask a pharmacist to recommend one to you, probably a pharmacist or your doctor to recommend one. You can get it over the counter actually, but I just don't want to show the name because it's a drug. So I use two of it every day. It is also very good to care for yourself. It's good to take probiotics, it is good to take prebiotics. And why do we need to take all these things? Because as we are growing, we expose ourselves to a lot of things that stress us. People call them stressors. Is it medical people that call them stressors or whatever? Talk about is this every day. It is very, very important to me. It might not be important to everyone, but it is very essential in my intimate care. I actually bought two of these, and I bought it then when I was pregnant. When you're buying things for baby, for delivery and all of that. So I read it online that it is very good for recovery as you don't when you pee and all of that. But I didn't even need it because I birthed through cesarean section. I find it very useful to cleanse when I just finish peeing because I like to rinse with water after I pee. It is very essential for me, so I don't need to go and grab a bowl all the time. I just need to fill this up each time. I have two of these. It's in my toilet, and I just the water comes out through here, and it is just very good. And after that, I wipe with tissue because I am so used to cleaning with water even if I pee, and I'm so used to that, so I cannot just imagine cleaning only with tissue after I pee. And I'm so used to that even when I go out and I have to pee, and I try as much as possible not to pee when I go out, but if I have to, what I do is I grab some tissue, a very thick roll of it, and I open the tap in that toilet if you have a tap there, and put some water. Then I use the wet tissue to wipe front to back, so that helps me when I'm outside, because people can be like, oh, you're saying that you use water to clean when you're at home. What about when you're outside? I've just told you what I do when I'm outside. The other product I like to talk about here, let's start with this. So this cream is from Balance Active. It is intimate soothing cream. Yeah, contains natural ingredients to protect against irritation and itching. This cream does not cure infections. It does not take care of if you have yeast. It is basically, let me just call it a moisturizer. Yeah, a vaginal moisturizer. It is water-based. This particular brand is dermatologically tested. So why do I use this cream? This is the one I use currently. So it's the same thing as inside. Why do I use this cream? When I'm feeling dry down there, which happens to most of us anyways. So I use it once, sometimes, not always. I use it sometimes. And when I don't know how to put this, but I believe we are adults watching this. But anytime I'm feeling sore, it works for soreness. So probably when you and daddy have communion together and you're feeling sore down there, you can use it. It is going to help you if it is available in your country. The other product I'll be talking about here is Canis Floor Probiotics for vaginal use. So it is Lactobacillus plantarum, if I pronounced that right. So this is probiotics. You're going to insert it. The ones I talked about earlier, this one I don't want to show the name, is to be taken orally, and that is why I don't want to show the name, because I am not here to recommend medicine to anyone. So this one is probiotics for vaginal use. It does not cure infection. This does not cure infection. It's from Canis Floor. What it does is it helps prevent the recurrence of vaginal infections. So when you just finish treating an infection, probably yeast or BV or whatever it is, or some activity, you can use this, and it is 10 tablets in a pack. So it is recommended that you use 7 nights straight. Of course, if you want to do any insertion, you should do that before you go to bed at night. So it restores the natural environment in the vagina. It reestablishes the vaginal microflora, creating a protective barrier. So like I said, it does not cure any infection, but it helps to restore the natural barrier of your vagina. So when you just finish treating an infection, you might just want to use this. So the next product I have here is also from Balance Active. Balance Active is just a brand I trust anyways. So, and if it's working, especially when it comes to certain sensitive parts of the body, I don't see a reason why I should change it. So Balance Active Thrush Cream for candidiasis, whatever, if I pronounce that right. So it helps to relieve vaginal itching, redness, and soreness. It maintains pH level. So this is a thrush cream. I just like to have it at home because you don't know when it's going to kick in. You don't know when you're going to upset the balance down there, and you're going to have a yeast infection. So I love to have it at home, even though I don't use it regularly, but I just love to have it at home. And one thing I love about this Balance Active over this one from Canesten is that you can use this one much longer than you use Canesten. So one thing I know about this is that you can use the cream for both internal and external application. So like I said, I don't use it all the time, but this is what I have left with this. It comes with 5 applicators where you can put some of the cream and insert it, and at the same time you can rub some of the cream on your vulva. Another product I have here is also from Balance Active. I think Balance Active should start paying me right now. So it's also from Balance Active. It is BV treatment gel. I don't have BV, to be honest. I don't have it. I've bought this particular thing for over a year now. I don't use it, but I just like to have these things at home. You don't know when it's going to kick in, and I advise everyone to do that, because what if it kicks in on a weekend or when you can go to the doctor's place? At least you're going to use something first before you go to the doctor. So it is to treat BV, but I don't use it. It's just at home. Other products, the last one, if I'm sure about that, is also from Balance Active. It is a fast-acting moisturizer. It is soothing relief from vaginal dryness, atrophy, and discomfort. So the reason why I bought this, if we are being honest right now, we all know that as a woman, especially after having a child or two, there are times you're going to just have vaginal dryness and you won't be able to help it. You won't be able to help it. So it is not a lubricant, but it helps to reverse whatever is causing the vaginal dryness. That is after probably you've treated what is causing it. So this helps. I just like having it at home because you don't know when it's going to kick in. At times you're stressed. For me, if I go through a lot of stress, I experience dryness down there. There's nothing you can do that is going to help it. So anytime I know that I'm going through stress, I like to use this every night before I sleep, so that I'm not dry down there, because it is not just for the benefit of when you and daddy want to have communion, why you should not be dry. If you're dry down there, you're prone to friction, you're prone to infection. So that is all for all my intimate care products. If you have questions, ask in the comment section. I'm going to answer you. But before I go, I want to say this. There are other things that you can do aside having multiple sexual partners. You shouldn't be doing that anyways. You should not have multiple sexual partners. And if you notice that your partner is having multiple sexual partners, if you cannot take a break from them, I'm not here to tell you what to do, but what I'm telling you is use condom if you must still sleep with them. If your partner has multiple sexual partners and you are privileged to know, God exposes that secret to you, you should stop having communion with them. You should stop it. Put your own overall health first. And if you must, use condom. That is very important, because some sexually transmitted infections are treatable, while some are not. You cannot treat them. They're just going to be there. Another thing is this: drink lots of water. Drink lots of water. I'm also still struggling with that. And what I do is I have this 5 liter. I buy this 5 liter bottle of water in my room. So I'm prone to drinking water all the time. Drink a lot of water. Eat fruits like watermelon, fruits like pineapple. They really help the flora, and apple as well. Eat apples. For women, apples, watermelon, pineapple, they are very, very good for your health down there. And also, when you want to have communion with daddy, intimate care is that avoid tight clothes as much as you can. Avoid tight clothes. Of course, wear fitted clothes, but when you wear clothes that are tight, if you wear jean and the jean are too tight, you're prone to having yeast infections over and over again. So if at all you must wear tight jeans, don't let it be often. Like you wear tight jeans today, you wear tight jeans tomorrow, you're doing something bad to yourself. And also, if you know you're wearing probably a skirt or a gown, please always ensure that you wear tight in between, a light tight that is not so thick or not made of nylon. It is very important so that your thighs don't rub against each other. When your thighs rub against each other, you're causing friction down there, which can cause heat, and that heat can upset the balance down there, and before you know it, you're already crashing. You're already walking like this, you're already walking like that, and you don't want that for yourself. So we've come to the end of this video. Thank you very much for staying with me. I am very, very grateful. I love you guys so much, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Till then,